Here we go. The aftermath of the patch. Let's see. So this was 4 hours ago. We were looking into hairstyle issues after March 23rd maintenance. Well, and March 20. Wait, the March 23rd maintenance. Wait, there was an maintenance on March 23rd as well. There were two. There was March 22nd maintenance. No. Did it end on the? Was there another one? Today's March 23rd? Yeah, wait, is there another maintenance right now? The game is up, right? Was there a third maintenance? It lasts until the 23rd? Yeah, but you wouldn't call it the 23rd maintenance if it started on the 22nd, right? It ended only 5 hours ago? Jesus. So that was like, what, a second 14-hour maintenance? I'm asking a lot from the communication team, I guess so. After the mixed die fix that was applied, so they applied a fix for another problem, which caused another problem. Okay, cool. So be aware of that. 11 hours ago, what ended up being updated March 23rd at 4 a.m. PDT. Yeah, so that's 12:40. That's wow. That's great. That's 4.5 hours ago. All servers are now back online. Cache items have been extended by 14 hours. Why by 14 hours? Extended by like 2 days, dude. Give us a little bit extra. Why extend it exactly by the duration? You're messing up so much. Give it more. What the hell? 5.5? Oh, because 8-hour difference. You're right. Please restart your Nexon launcher on Steam to make sure that you get the latest client. Oh yeah, because that doesn't auto-update. Change the updates. A root cause for the constant channel crashes has been identified and fixed. Mixed die hairstyles were not being properly applied, but then another problem came from that apparently. Fix an issue by reviewing the character information window of any character would cause the game client to close. Very nice. Players that had their Fairy Bros Golden Giveaway progress reset due to logging into Yeti and Pink Bean would now world now have their progress restored. Okay, good. Yeti Pink Bean is no longer misaligned in the Europe region world selection screen. Compensation for the extended. Yeah, so we get a. It's actually called a compensation box now. RIP, baby boxes. You'll be missed and forgotten instantly. 20-minute double coupons, 5 special medal of honor. A symbol selector coupon, which I assume gives you something like 4. Does it even give you sacred symbols? Like I missed out on like 20 sacred symbols, bro. That would mean that this symbol selector would have to give you. I mean, if it's for a daily, this symbol selector would have to give you either 100 arcane symbols or 20 sacred symbols. That should be what this is, but it's probably like a 20 to 5 one. Which is just like, why even give one then? That's not even like one Vanishing Journey daily. Or not even one area. Yeah, 4 symbols. It's not even one one daily in Grandis. It's it's 20 to 4. It should be 100 to 20 is what it should be. Because people think that 100 arcane symbols is some insane amount. If you do all your dailies in your 6 regions in one day, you get... I'm pretty sure you get more than 100 symbols. It's not even 1 day worth of symbols. And it's like, well, we don't want to give you more, like, but you fucked up. Like, and you're admitting that you fucked up. But then you give us, like, a fucking... What is this? Golden giveaway, golden pass. I saw that one. Woo! 1 trade boost potion, 1 extreme growth potion. Wow. Okay, we're in the process of eternally testing some of the server. Was this the first update they gave? No shot. The first update was, what, 5.5 hours after the game went down? Damn. No, wait. It went down... It went down 10:26 my time. It's PSD? No, it's PDT. The game went down 22:26 my time, which would be 14:26 over there, 2 p.m. So this is 7 hours. 7 hours after the game went down was the first update. Holy. Okay. And then we're in the process of eternally testing, and then another, and then another 5 hours after that, on the 23rd, we have verified the fixes, and we're gonna go live. We appreciate your patience, and then from there it was another hour until the game actually came up. Damn. Just stop. Yeah, stop digging, Zirac. Okay. And then hot fixes. Oh, it's just a Fairy Bros thing. Did they give up updating this at all? Okay. Okay, well, let's get into the actual patch notes now. We've got the updated March 22nd. There might be another update on March 23rd, I guess. By the time we're done with this, we should probably refresh just to see just to see how many more changes came to it. But yeah, all of the service announcements in the beginning, I guess, if you guys are looking for those. And now let's dig into the actual full-on notes of the patch. Let's see. Pink Bean Yeti return once again. Yeah, we already talked about that in the preview. They all get one extra skill, but there's a few more things that is extra about this recharge. Not quite reboot. Go-Go Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan. They just take like all of the cartoon references, huh? Key blobs, Super Mario Tennis, Aces, Tennis Balls, you know, everything. Rock Spirit, we talked about that one in the preview. I haven't done anything. That's already well underway. Oh, which means I should probably pick up that EXP. Should I pick that up here? Probably not. Another hour and 30 minutes until max charge based. Okay, that should be... well, that's going to be longer. I could pick it up on another character to actually get some EXP from that. Grand Athenaeum overhaul, very important. Maple Chronicle, new boss UI. You probably guys already seen it. We've seen it a bunch of times in Korea. It's looking nice. Got some cool ass art. Well, not cool art of ass, but cool art and bosses. We've got Nohime over here. We've got very legible letters here with a white background. Remember, always, what is it? White letters with black background, so you can read it on anything. Don't do this. At 204 to give you 10%. Nice. That's nice. Okay, yes. So we already went over some of the details, definitely in this patch preview. So we're not gonna spend like the full time going over absolutely everything. But basically they added new books. They are planning to add new books in the Grand Athenaeum for all of the big storylines. You can basically replay the stories. You can pause them. You can kind of go through them. You can set it to autoplay and leave it in the background on your TV while you're doing something else. Or I don't know what you want to do. Maybe you can play it off in a picture frame somewhere. Have an interactive picture frame with all the MapleStory lore if you want to do that. They had a bunch of new achievements, apparently. That's cool. Can I get those? Yo, new achievements. Wait, I think I already clicked the new achievements. Is achievement about actually doing the thing again? Oh, damn. I got 17.2k now, though. That's pretty good, right? But yeah, this is part of their... not incentive, their initiative, there we go, to basically realign all of the lore in the game, making sure that everything is matched up, that there are no direct contradictions, everything's organized properly in the library. So that's what this is the start of. So that's the Maple Chronicle. It's not like a it's not an event or anything like that. It's just new content, updated content. So we're not gonna throw this into the event calendar either. Speaking of which, get that event calendar out here. Hell yeah, we're gonna be clicking. Ooh baby, because this is a hide road. This is over now. New patch. Yep, and these two are also hide columns. Boom. All right, this is the event calendar right now. Nothing going on. So hopefully we can get that filled up. Can I do like add one column to the right? Okay. You can do add 2 columns to the right. Nice. Okay. And we can make this like that. Make this like that. Boop. And make this like that. And then get rid of all the colors here. And it can start looking like something pretty soon. It's not going to be fully until the saver patch, I don't think. So we'll have to see probably somewhere around the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 6 or 7. So somewhere around here probably. Let's see. Can we see a date here? May 3rd. There it is. Okay. No patch? Question mark? And then hide rows. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Why does music seem more quiet than it was supposed to be? Okay. Oh, so the second part is immediately job balance changes. Well, we went over these. So I will just make sure that they get addressed really quickly. Some more utility and last resort, so you can automatically activate the second stage if you want to do that, so you don't have to worry about the cooldown on it, reactivation, accidentally canceling, any of that bullshit. Hero and Paladin one-handed multipliers. This is not going to give you... this is going to give you more damage than you have now, but it's not going to change the one-handed, two-handed meta thing. The one-handed, two-handed meta already takes into account these multipliers that should have been in place the whole time. They basically just realized that somebody forgot to change those numbers a while ago, and they're changing them now. So all of our multiplications have already been done with this in place. Nothing changes in one-handed, two-handed meta, but if you're using one-handed, you're going to see damage increase, essentially. For axe and blunt weapon, not for sword. A lot of skill descriptions just being updated because, you know, a lot of those are either inaccurate or have horrible translation issues. Healed is no longer... Oh yeah, some things that are not inherently offensive to monsters don't no longer activate special nodes, so you don't accidentally ruin your... Oh god, I always forget the name, but the one that people use with a lot of damage for like a few seconds, right, to optimize their burst damage. That one can't accidentally be triggered by that anymore, so that's good. Or any of the other special nodes, of course, that you wouldn't want. Like using heal and then activates your healing node. You wouldn't want that either. Fatal Strike, yes, thank you. A lot of... Some of it is buffs being realigned with other buffs in your kit. So for Bowmaster and Marksman, you see the 60-second and 90-second cooldown hyper skills going up just to 120 where all of their other burst is, so it synchronizes, and adjusting the duration accordingly. Might not necessarily be a buff, it's a simplification of your burst, but depending on what you're doing now, it could actually be a slight nerf or a buff depending on, you know, how you're bursting. So you might have to change your rotation a little bit on things like Culvert, stuff like that. Gauge Relic halved for Pathfinder's Guidance of the Ancients. I thought there was more stuff for Pathfinder, but I guess that's it. Hayato isn't in here, but apparently Hayato got a bunch of stuff broken on the patch. I hope after the patch either those things were reverted or at least somewhat fixed. But I guess we'll hear from the Hayato mains in the coming week about how broken their character is now. Flashbang got reworked. Well, a lot of stuff what they did is they like extended debuff durations and reduced cooldowns on them when you're talking about bosses that, you know, change different forms or have some kind of way of teleporting away and cleansing those debuffs. This way you can just make sure that you have debuff on a boss longer, and if you and the extension will make it so that you just don't have to reapply it as often, and you can kind of forget about that for a longer period of time. Nope, it's dead. Okay, rip Hayatos. Corsair aiming stuff, Blaze Wizard, you know, passive effects. Locking option for the Sea Wave, that's nice.
I mean subtotal.
Yeah, subtotal, yeah, 2 months plus, yeah. Thank you very much for resubvel. Congrats on your silver badge. Appreciate it. I guess you had one sub. It says currently on a 2-month streak, so maybe you had one sub a long time ago from, or a while ago from like a gift or something. Maybe that's why it extends it by an extra month. And then it's immediately twice as long. Skill description, visual effects, skill description, a little bit of equilibrium changes. Activate equilibrium when using equilibrium skill while in a balanced state. So feels a little bit more, if you're familiar with Arc, that if you have using Creeping Terror, for example, that activates your Flora state, not just uses like your Spectra state. Doesn't use a Spectra skill, but also makes you go into Spectra form, so a little bit more similar to that. Improvements made to activate equilibrium when using Baptism of Light and Darkness, Door of Truth, and Aether Conduit while in a balanced state. So, there you go. These changes... Improvements made by increasing the duration, again, like just defense reduction effects, and to have a set duration regardless of skill level, so just longer debuff as well. Longer debuff to Lightning Edge. Oh yeah, Bomb Punch. I think making the scaling make more sense. But it's only for normal monsters, so just to make sure that the mobbing skill can keep scaling with the higher level area where the bosses get, the monsters get increasingly strong, of course. Hello, Mas, how you doing? No more cooldown resets on Feline Berserk. That's their iframe, I believe. Or they added an iframe to that not too long ago. Modified change skill functionality. Oh yeah, homing beacon, so you can now hold down the skill. And you can move while you're holding the beacon down. I probably have to try the mech a little bit myself to see how that plays. It was always an issue that I was losing a lot of DPS on the mech, especially with EU ping, not being able to trigger the rockets, the homing beacons, as much as you would want, and quite a bit of damage actually comes from them. So reinforce count limit for skill to not trigger when using the skill on the same spot over a certain number of times. Right, yeah, otherwise you could just key wait in the middle of the map, just sending out rockets and do absolutely nothing. And a bunch of other changes. With the biggest change is the damage on robots or something, I believe. Where is that? Where is it? I thought they changed it so that you just have bonus damage on all your robots at the same time instead of having damage based on how many of the robots you have placed. Oh, I can't find it now. Oh, that's in Savior? Oh shit, well, another 6 months for that one. See, this is why it's good and bad to read ahead on changes. I thought that was part of this one already. Well, rip. But a lot of cooldown decrease, a lot of more utility on placing the robots and replacing them for sure. Cadena changes. Yeah, not yet those changes about the animation canceling. Zero burst step action delay decreased by 20%. That probably still feels a lot worse than it was before the recent changes where they could basically spam it. I don't know how much of a difference this makes. Might be still somewhat of an increase, but or of an improvement. But I wonder if that's enough for zero players. If you're a zero player, give some feedback on that. The methods of searching for a platform and using the skill horizontally in the air was improved, so you can like snap to a platform better instead of just falling right underneath it. So that's hopefully that can alleviate some issues, especially because you can't just like spam up then if you fall underneath the platform because of the cooldown. Arc changes, finally the bind. The whole kit was moved from most of the big skills in the kit were moved from 4 minute to 2 minute. And then our bind was still 3 minutes, which was really fucking weird. But some other classes have that too, so you know we had to dig into Urda Nova there. But the bind is now switched to 2 minutes. I believe in Savior is when they're changing the bind to not do the damage all at the end anymore, but just to do binding finally. Or that was only on... Because I think Cadena already did that. Because Cadena and Arc were the only two binds that had that feature, right? Where you just save up all the damage and deal it at the end. But that actually leads to some bad interactions with boss invulnerability, with HP bar checks at certain stages, right? Like with Culvert, like with will tests, like stuff like that. So it actually ends up it's like a fun gimmick, but it actually has some serious downsides, and it doesn't really add anything. It just, what it adds is that the bar just goes down really quickly, but it doesn't add any damage to that, right? So yeah, it's probably better to just not have that if it has those negative things. Abyssal Recall damage for the continuous attack went up for quite a bit, and the explosion went up by a number that isn't even worth mentioning. But basically meaning that if you stay in Abyssal Recall, you actually get a quite nice increase to it, to make it more viable to sit in Abyssal rather than to just pop and cancel it, because basically now the DPS just going in and cancelling it and then doing your regular attacking skills made more sense, way more sense for the damage output because of how weak this was. Now this is more of an alternative to consider, especially on harder boss fights, longer boss fights where you just want to, you know, have as much peace and quiet as possible, especially on Chaos Tenebris and that kind of stuff. So you really benefit from that longer iframe. It's not as long anymore as when it was 4 minutes, or, well, I guess it was never 4 minutes. Was it like 200 seconds? Or 300? It was some weird amount. I think it was 200 seconds, right? Like just slightly longer than 3 minutes, not quite 4, something like that. And then Infinity Spell just changed the duration formula per skill level. Of course, like, I've been maxed there forever, so it doesn't really matter for me, but I believe they made it last longer immediately, and it goes up by less time per level to be a little bit more forgiving on lower levels, I believe. You can right-click the Sengoku Force skill if you want to turn it off. Kind of fixed the issue where there was additional EXP given for defeating monsters that were not afflicted by the Night Ghost Guide skills debuff. I was not aware that those were supposed to be connected at all. I thought... Oh, wait, I was misinterpreting this. Because there's an EXP buff that they added to Kishin. And I thought I totally misread this. I thought it meant like that you only get the extra EXP for the monsters that were hit by the Kishin rather than the Kishin being out. This is, no, this actually totally makes sense, yeah. Because that Night Ghost Guide skills itself says that if monsters are killed that are affected by the skill, that you get extra EXP. I guess if that extra EXP was just given as a passive, that was actually not intended, so... That can also explain why contests were leveling so fast for so long. Huh. That's interesting that they figured... I wonder how long that's been a thing, actually. Does people redoing their layout of IED while using a Lotus Heart endgame level or just leaving as it is? I imagine the difference is so small that you just see it as a little bonus to IED. Maybe you switch like one familiar around if you don't have ideal familiars yet. But they probably wouldn't switch much around because it's a temporary heart, so... Heart is only, what, 3 weeks? 20 days? Something like that? So, if you're gonna redo something, it might be maybe like a few levels in the hyperstats or something at most, and then you just switch it back. Fix the bug where the drop rate of both higher quality equipment and items were increased when defeating enemies afflicted with Night Ghost Guide skills debuff. Fix to apply only to higher quality equipment drop rate increase effect like the skill description states. Fix to apply only the higher quality equipment drop rate increase. Okay. A lot of words there. Okay. Hayato, fixed issue where the chance skip cooldown ability wouldn't apply to Submarine and Hitakiri 100 strikes. So you'd think that they fixed something and that it's an improvement. Change the description to be more accurate and fix an error where instant slice consume more MP than indicated. Definitely sometimes like during instant slicing just lost all my mana for some reason. I think it's just slashing the button multiple times sometimes makes every single time you press the button consume MP. But apparently a bunch of stuff on Hayato is kind of broken now, which, you know, tends to happen. Non-KMS classes, KMS updates happen, weird things start interacting, underplayed classes only serviced in a few regions, making, yeah, basically making issues happen, and then because they're underserviced and underplayed, they tend to not get fixed very quickly, sadly, so... That's really unfortunate. For Sengoku class, we're adjusting the parts that were out of balance compared to other jobs with focusing on bug fixes, quality of life improvements, and enhancements to characters' attributes. In this patch, we focused on bug fixes, such as Hayato, Submarine, Hitakiri 100 Strike, and the Instant Slice, Kanna's Night Ghost Guide. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we didn't really put any budget aside to really do any big skill overhauls, so we're just going to do minor patchwork instead to make it look like we're doing something when we're actually just completely ignoring these classes. It's kind of what it sounds like. This time we don't have any plans to make any significant changes to numbers or mechanics in the short term. We'll prepare our future revamp by listening to our players' opinions as well. So not only do they not have a budget to fix these classes, they're outsourcing it to you, the players, and relying on you guys to complain so that they have you guys working for them and telling them what they need to work on so they don't have to do that internal research themselves. So, good luck. Make a big list, okay? If you're a non-KMS class, make a huge list, alright? Better yet, have everyone make a list so they can see which are commonalities. Making the player base be the QA team. I mean, to be fair, this game is still in beta, right? We're all beta testers. For the last decades, we've been beta testing this game. Because we're the betas, okay? Beta mail. Revamped boss UI. And added boss auto matching feature, which could be the coolest thing or one of the worst things in the world, depending on what the party is that you get. So it's going to be nice. Well, it's going to be really nice if you start combining boss auto matchmaking with the requirement to do X amount of damage in the boss fight before you get drops, because some rando 280 joins into your party and you're like, could you not? could you unequip all your armor, please? Or could you please leave? Because you're going to put us all out of work. Boss UI is divided into 3 tabs. Move to boss, recruit party, and clear status. Yes, we can get the visual on that immediately. But it's pretty cool. Move to boss has big pictures, so it's much easier to find them rather than just the name. At least for me, I'm very visual like that, so I love that. Like I said, the one downside, I think they all make sense. I think the vellum picture could be a little bit cooler. Some of the pictures could be a little bit cooler. Got the rock hard abs for Horntail, rocking that dad bod. Pink Bean picture maybe missing a little bit of detail. Arcarium not that impressive, but you know the boss isn't. The lettering here definitely needs some. Yeah, like I said earlier, like this is completely fucking illegible. If it's like level requirements, it should at least be something that you can read. But yeah, you have your amount of attempts, levels of difficulty, daily, weekly. If it doesn't have anything and it's whited out like this, that means you didn't do the pre-quest, so you can't even go in there. Or, you know, you didn't meet the level requirements. You click move to boss, probably not from here. Yeah, not teleport from this map. But that allows you to go to the boss straight up. Recruit party, you can search through filters, or you could just have the entire list of everything that's available. So, you know, if you're a troll and you're trying to... or if you're just, you know, if you're a kind-hearted person and you want to carry a bunch of people, then you can just have your pick of the litter right here and see who you want to carry. It's pretty funny, because it's like hard lucid, recruiting Lotus and Damien 15k plus, carrying CRA, wow, look at that. Looking for carry, looking for carry, looking for carry, looking for carry. So, you know, it's pretty standard. And then you have the daily and weekly / monthly clear status. So if you forgot whether you did your bosses on a character or you didn't do all of them, you only had the time to do a few, you had to go do something else, you can always come back to the character, boom, check in one screen, and you can have every boss there, and you can see which ones you did, which ones you didn't do, and then just complete your weeklies. So I think that is pretty cool. Here it is called Princess No, which is cool. I just noticed one thing though. Wait, I noticed one weird thing. Here, Guardian Angel Slime is actually outside of his box. That's a big no-no right here. We can't be having that. You need to stay inside your parameters, sir. Oh, and then you can click that, and then click... Oh, yeah, so you see boss, boom, and then you click it, and then you can click move. Yeah, that's all pretty cool. And you have auto matchmaking, which can be used from here, but then basically you can just select the boss, and then whoever just matches up, you've got them. But yeah, it still says no Hime here, so they'll probably change that in like a month or 4. But that's basically the whole boss revamp UI. Oh yeah, you can select multiple bosses as well if you're trying to do auto matching. And then just, you know, first come first serve on whoever is queuing for one of those bosses will just get you thrown in there, you know. Make it a surprise. The carry Bolton board, yep. Some actions are restricted during boss auto matching. It's kind of like when you're, you know, going for Ursus. Don't open up conversations with NPCs or be in your V matrix, and then, you know, you might get kicked out of the matchmaking. It's the same thing. Quality of life improvements. Auto party search feature from Monster Park. I think that's pretty cool because, you know, we were all in channel 1 now most of the time trying to find each other. Now you can just click, you know, queue with up to 4 people, and then it just fills up with 4 people. It's probably going to fill up with a bunch of people level 260 to 265. So if you want to have stronger people and people who have more experience with it, who don't, you know, who kind of communicate, know how the PQ works, and to make it, get it streamlined, definitely still just look within Alliance and within Guild, I would say, for a party. Or, you know, if you do it with the same people a few times, just add them to your buddy list and just sign up with the people. Like, if you see someone else doing it exactly the way it's supposed to be done, and you want to do it again with them, just like add them to a buddy list and like, hey, you want to do MPE together, and then just form a party like that. Yes, communicate with other humans on the internet. Yeah, do it. No Hime, more like no rings. Got him. Princess, no drops. Add an exit button to Hungry Muto. I mean, you could always just leave party to exit, but I guess this takes one little step away. Change Link skill UI to display skill list of other characters. Link skill in alphabetical order. I thought that was already the case. Was it not? Oh, the ones on here? In the same order? Right. These here still had this the old order, which probably made some sense in some way, but merge entry maps of Cygnus bosses into a single map. Nice. Merge entry maps for Magnus into a single map. Oh, they did that already. Cool. So yeah, so that's nice. So if you're, you know, if you're going to, well, I mean, the boss thing is different now, right? You don't have to select the difficulty. You just click move boss and it just goes to the same thing. So that's nice. Ramaru is one as well. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Cosmetic items for sale can now be previewed on your character in the auction house. We, you know, don't have that too much in Reboot though. To prevent search mistakes in the auction house, Star Force enhancement value will not be applied to the end and or conditions of the advanced search filter, and separate min-max values can be designated after search. Cool thing. Change this to display the name and job of the receiving character in the menu and moving cache within the world to the font thickness, and the font thickness was adjusted thick to for legibility. Cool. Link manager skill can now be added and used on a hotkey. I heard from someone else that you don't want to do that right now. So I'm guessing that some people have already crashed doing this. So be careful. When the character reaches level 50, the eye opening quest is automatically completed and all the abilities are changed to be released. So you don't have to... It used to be 3 levels where you had to... I think level 30, 50, and 70 or something. You got your first, second, third skill. Now it's just something automatic. Automatic. Change to the detailed search filter down in auction house. Disable the auto buff function has been added in the pet equipment UI. Oh yeah, you can turn it on and off by clicking a checkbox. When the checkbox is checked, the pet does not use the pet skills listed in the pet equipment window when the character moves to the town map. So you won't be constantly returning to your character with like no HP or with, you know, a bunch of what's it called? Memes. With a bunch of potions gone and the pets constantly having to slam your debuffs, or when you want to go into say like guild, when you're trying to set up for Culvert, for example, and you're buying all your stuff and you're in a town map, you're getting all your coupons and stuff, that your pets don't keep redoing your decent skills, because then you have to wait another 3 minutes before you can go in there, you know. So that's kind of cool. If you relog into another character, it should be able to as long as you log out in town maps. Probably when you log into town maps and you go into an actual map with monsters, with bosses with normal monsters, it should be able to immediately give you your decent skills, and it won't be on like 2-3 minute cooldown. So this is further value as well to not having to level up your decent skills if you're using pets auto buff. So you can just get rid of all of those spare decent skills, except for Holy Symbol, right? Because that gets a lot better as it levels with more EXP and more drop rate. But the other ones you can basically just disassemble and help that level up your skill nodes and your boost nodes a little bit faster. Fix it, there's a request to join a new guild. The notification is displayed on the guild members tab. It's only visible to guild members who have permission to approve guild member applications, and not displayed when request to join is processed. Okay, we have one item sold in the auction house. The number of sales automatically entered as 1 when listing it for sale. You'd think that that would be something they implemented immediately, but no. I love also when there are things that you can only buy one of in a NPC shop, and it gives you the option of how many you want to buy, and then you say you put in 2 and it says it has to be lower than 1, so you put in 0 and it says it has to be higher than 1. Like, both of those are incorrect. Like, it has to be 1. Just make it 1 automatically. So why even give the extra screen option to possibly give people a chance to fuck up, you know? Press escape key or another inventory button while the magnifying glass mode is enabled will disable that mode. Okay. Sorting lock mode. Enhancement UI is empty. Right-clicking an item in the equip tab will add it to the enhancement UI to be enhanced. Okay. When another equipment item is dragged during Star Force scroll enhancement, the equipment being enhanced will be replaced with the dragged one. For an account level friend, the nickname of the friend's memo will display when using friend chat or group. When are they going to make it so that your amount of friends you have in your buddy list for every single character in your account gets upgraded at the same time instead of just separately? I still have like one character that has an upgraded buddy list and none of the other ones do, so they all have to add that one character with the upgraded buddy list to the buddy list because the other characters can't be added. Even though I'm pretty sure everyone adds every character as an account buddy, right? Not like in a character, but yeah, whatever. Whatever, dude. Intro pages when logging into the game will be based on account level and will display once a day only to the first character that logs in. Huh. You have buddies? I have people that add me, but I kind of ignore my buddy lists completely. I only look at my Twitch chat. That's like where that's where I do all my things. So some people want to add me though, and I'll see messages there sometimes, but I mostly ignore it. A feature to display the pet in the cash shop preview. Change so that no other action can be done in the Maple Guide window in order to prevent another button being pressed by mistake when the confirmation window is open. Gotcha. Quest improvements. Don't care. Rudibus. World Tree Guardian is in the light bulb. Okay. But yeah, quest changes are usually just a little bit of quality of life. Show a Town weekly quest, Help Show a Town, is changed to reset every Monday at midnight. Wait, what is this quest even? Is that with the cat and the marble? What is this? New achievement has been added, Chong Woon. Okay, should be fine. Item improvements, Android, Halloween, today, sure. NPC improvements. The escape key or end conversation button cannot be pressed on the dialog window when the entire quiz is done on Tower 39. Is that an improvement? Would that cancel it accidentally or something? If you completed? I don't know. Adjusted the way Cole speaks in Art Mill to be more unified. Yeah, Cole. Stop sowing the seeds of dissension, okay? Trying to start a revolution over here. Maybe people ended the quiz without completing it? I guess so. Maybe if you did that, it accidentally closed the whole quiz instead of giving you the completion reward. Yeah, I guess so. Improvements with the creative curse and destructive curse in the Black Mage boss battle. Hard and extreme modes now appear in front of some skill effects. Ah! Yeah, they do be hidden sometimes, so that's nice. Map improvements. Improvement made to monster placement and terrain in the following hunting zone. LH4, LSI3, and WSM1. Fix where some buildings were floating in the background of Odium. How about the one where almost all of the NPCs are floating in maps? Like, look at these two NPCs, Spiegelman and Spiegelette, right? They're standing on the same level, they're standing right next to each other. But if you look in the minimap, one is clearly higher than the other. And the Monster Park shuttle is higher as well. And then these NPCs are lower again. Like, how? Why? A lot of times if you look in minimaps, a lot of the NPCs are like shown to be just levitating almost a character height above the ground, or like half a character height above the ground. It's so weird. Change map icons. Oh, I saw that. They changed the map icon for Dimension Invasion. I saw that. I mean, as if that's not super dead content. I still use it. Charge my soul super fast if you need something to charge your soul fast. Dimension Invasion, boom. Soul charged in like, probably in like 10 seconds. Maybe less, 5 seconds. Fix the hair slot issue. Yeah, there's something about hairs that's a problem right now. It's in the known, kind of on the known issues. No, not known issues. But there was a post on the website about it. Change the travel time to the Slumbering Dragon Island from 15 minutes to 30 seconds. Thank you. Downward jump could not be done in some terrain on stage 6 of map in Monster Park Morass. Oh. Change that you now move directly without further dialogue after accepting the choice to move when using the Monster Park shuttle. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, it felt smoother. Smooth like a baby's bottom. Okay. Adjusted the minimap range for the following maps. Okay. All minimaps should have detection range for their entire map on the minimap if they are not town maps, okay? For town maps, you can have like the side detection, you can have the thing where you're jumping to the left side of Hennessy's and suddenly it lags because like 80 people just got detected that are all AFKing there, right? I get that. But if the map is about yay big and you can see the portals on the minimap, I should never have the thing where I can't see someone on my screen or on my minimap. I start setting up like buffs and attacking, and I look up and someone jumps into my screen and they say they've been training there the whole time. And it could actually be true because they're just like 5 character lengths away from me and now they suddenly become invisible for a minimap. Like, if it's just a monster minimap, you can show everyone who's on the map. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, if I have it set, like, minimized to not show the full minimap, then that's on me. But if I have it maximized and it shows the entire minimap, if it's not a town map, everyone who's in the map should be visible at all times. Because how many people are going to be on there? Like, at most 3 or 4 who are doing dailies, but mostly just one person. Like, don't make me run into other people and people have to start fighting over who was there first just because the game detection is horrible. I feel like that should be adjusted, not just like this with certain maps or something. After the auto magic is done in Monster Park Extreme, no other actions can be done except for moving left and right while you wait for them. Okay. Sure, they don't want any weird interactions going on. UI improvements. Count level friends, guild stuff. Added spine effect to Kaiser's character creation illustration. Oh, right. Yeah, they're talking. That was the highlight of the stream, I heard. Boss difficulty labels are distinguished by color and the boss auto matchmaking UI. I mean, that didn't exist yet, so how is that a UI improvement? That UI didn't exist yet. There was no boss auto matching UI, was there? He moves now, yup. Added Legion NPCs to Asphera, yup. I mean, you could move to any other town super fast, so it wasn't the end of the world, but I guess it's nice. Guys are about to see a 0.00001% jump in character creation. Yeah, because they can move. True. Looks more appealing now. Improvements have been made so that Link Manager can be closed using the hotkey. Yeah, again, some people, one person in chat was saying don't do that. Bug fixes. Okay. A lot of friend story stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna read all this. It's just like bugs that got fixed. Okay, chill. Oh my god, so many. We should call it bug story. Item bug fixes. Okay, more. Okay. Okay. If you have a specific item or a specific thing that you had an issue with, then Control F in the patch notes. I'm not gonna read all of these bug fixes. This is way too many. Bosses, maybe. Really? Fixing an issue where the boss would sometimes move to an awkward location? You mean like every single boss fight? Fix the issue where Dark Executor would be designated as the target of some skills in the Will boss battle? Wait, there are Dark Executors in the Will boss battle? Wait, have there been... Oh my god, I've run that boss like 1,000 times. There are monsters in there that I never saw? Sheesh. Where? I have no idea. I guess it just erroneously targets something? Must be off screen? I don't know, man. Maybe in the third hidden mirror dimension, you know, that nobody sees. Kalos the Guardian boss battle. Fixed issue where the HP was restored when entering Guardian's Frenzy while damage over time is applied in phase 2. Issue where the client would temporarily stop upon entering the boss battle. Yikes. He's like, am I crashing? The hit range of the Eye of Penitence was a little wider than it looks. Thank you. Make them congruent. Thank you. Congruency. Love it. Issue where a beam strafe would stop and not move after attacking. Fixing where the position of the beam strafe would display differently in each client. Ooh. Like, why are you standing in it? I'm not. Kalos Chaos Mode. Oh, that was just a boss battle. Fixture where sometimes a special fail occurred. Oh. When 3 armaments other than beam strafe are occupied when unoccupied during the beam strafe attack. Huh. Vision where the hit range of the laser from the Eye of Penitence occupied by T-Boy is sometimes wider than it looks. Okay, push back regularly when Zero's critical bind. Oh, that's always gonna mess with stuff. Okay. Vision where teleport at the same time as Guardian's Roar is used with teleport without any action after Guardian's Roar ends. Huh. Okay, well, a lot of changes to the... Okay, so if you're actually fighting Kalos, definitely look some stuff up here as well. There might be some things that you were doing that you weren't even aware that got, that you were doing that got changed now. Make sure you keep an eye out on that. Level didn't appear in front of the name when hitting some monsters. Okay. So, wow. More small fixes. Fix the issue of a dark screen continuing to appear while stun skill is used simultaneously with the use of Lotus's... Oh, energy orb. Yeah, yeah. So if you do purple ball phase and you bind, it still makes the screen go dark. Which apparently that was not supposed to happen, right? It's supposed to just block that. Damien boss battle fix the issue where sometimes patterns were not used. I know the sword kept hanging in the air sometimes, but it's been a long time since Damien just stopped doing anything. There was a time where that happened, for sure. Wow, I did get buff duration decrease on my Arbiter, but not on my... Not on my Badam Cyrus has way more accuracy. What the fuck? Make sure the HP display sometimes change when entering phase 2 of the boss battle. I did see that, yeah. Okay, some other small changes. Map bug fixes. Oh my god, so many fixes. UI bug fixes. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not reading all of these, dude. The camera view now remains unchanged when the skill instant slice is used while the game's resolution at 1980 by 1980 by 1080. What? That's not a resolution. Is it? Wait, am I high or is this supposed to be a 2? Is it 1920 by 1080? Dude, I read one random thing and it's a fucking error in it. Real gamers game at 1980 by 1080, okay? It's just to get that extra FOV. You guys don't even understand. You guys are so 2000 and late, okay? This is about all that. It's about that that extra 1.628% FOV. When you don't want the full ultra wide. You're getting over the bars to get those bars gone. Users with MVP benefits of silver and higher have the option of 48 hours as the listing time on the auction house. Damn, the rich get richer, boys. Rich privilege. It's here. It's now. Skill bug fixes. Oh my god. The damage was displayed wrong when the arrow with the highest attack power is not located at the very top. Oh god, oh god. Okay, any classes we care about to read these? Asian always play Ultra. Shadower. Oh boy. Buccaneer's lore that the deep skill effect did not appear to other characters. That's fine, actually. Don't do that. The Cosmos skill effect did not appear to other characters. Yo, I actually saw it one time while I had skill transparency for other people on. It was really weird. Because it made the platform that it was on disappear. Sengoku Force. Oh, we already saw that. Wild Hunter. Fixed the issue where the Jaguar summoned with Jaguar Storm would repeatedly fall after the platform disappeared. Cooldown cutter was not applied to dash and slash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fixed the issue where you could pass through some terrain that you should not be able to with burst step. Uh-oh. Fixed where you could pass through the terrain or the skill effect appeared awkward when using burst step at the ledge of some maps. Uh-oh. Kinesis. BPM after death. Fixed issue where ultimate BPM is maintained after death even though buff freezer was not used. Cheating the system. Fixed an issue where the Spirit of Freedom was not sometimes applied when reviving after consuming all the delay time after death. Wait, not sometimes applied or sometimes not applied? It was not sometimes applied. Not sometimes applied means that it should be only sometimes applied. But it wasn't sometimes applied, it was actually applied all the time. So now they fixed it so that it now will be sometimes, only sometimes applied. That's what it reads when you switch those two words around. It sounds like I'm nitpicking, which I am. But if you switch those words around, the sentence now means something completely different. This means that you're now going to be sometimes maybe fucked, rather than you were, and now that's not going to happen anymore. So it means the opposite. Which way, if you right-click to remove the buff while applying the buff skills below, the number of possible blessings is reset. Oh, that's a weird interaction. Why would you ever get rid of that skill? They're all just extra damage, no? The speed infusion in the auto buff skill, it was used faster than other skills. Huh. Guided arrow sometimes moved abnormally. I mean, have you seen that thing? It only moves abnormally. Just read the time for the first possible rebond immediately after using Paladin's Divine Echo was applied as 3 seconds instead of 1.5. Oh, no! Infinity? Oh. Fix an issue where sometimes Infinity's final damage did not increase additionally when 2 or more party members were activating Infinity at the same time. Wait, why would there be any interaction between two people using their own infinities? It's not even a party buff. What the hell? That is so strange. The spaghetti is real? Yeah, this is some top tier spaghetti, dude. Damn, okay. Nightwalker. Fixed an issue where Mihail could not use... Oh, wait, no. That's already the next one. Fixed... so that Dark Servant's skill effect is not visible when transforming due to monster attack or proceeding quest while Dark Servant is being applied. Gotcha. Fix an issue with light dark gauge UI did not look like it's in delay state when the equilibrium delay state was reached in the equilibrium state. Yeah. Definitely. That's a crazy bad mistake. Thank God they fixed that. Okay. Now for the actual events. Thank Geo Double D. Snoop God. Super Yeti Pink Bean World. Alright, our first number 14. March 22nd to May 3rd. May 3rd. Hang on. May 3rd at 2 p.m. Wait, are they gonna make it last until the actual new maintenance starts? No, 2 p.m. What time zone? PDT, probably? They didn't add a time zone. 2 p.m. No, probably 2 p.m. server time. 2 p.m. UTC, when the new patch is. So they're gonna make it last into the patch time, rather than ending it the day before reset? Wait, hang on. Is May 3rd like a special day for you guys? When is Armistice? May 5th? Yeah, 3rd is a Wednesday. Huh. Interesting. They usually don't do this. That's a bit different. I like how they say dark yellow. This is brown, my dude. Dark yellow 3. Yeah? You call this dark yellow? Is that what you call this? Let's see. Open until start of patch on May 3rd. Boom. White letters, please. So, oh yeah, pretty. Yeti X Pink Bean World. Wordle? Insert, link, bam, apply, boom. Got him. Sexy. Wait, different font? Same font? Same font. Why does this look different? My eyes are different. But how can your font be different if your eyes are the same? What? Alright, Yeti and Pink Bean characters after the maintenance. Okay, so you're saying it was actually the 23rd. Well, partly the 22nd. That's non-healthy yellow, needs some hydration. Yeah, something. Were the crosses for the Pink Bean quest in Parion? Oh, we're listening to Parion BGM. Isn't it all the way on top of the map? All the way up the top, like right top-ish of the map, I think. Yeah, there's one for NA and EU. Remember, NA and EU are seen as two different accounts. Still, right? So you could get the titles on NA and the titles on EU, but you can't like cross-match and pick them up on the other regions. So you have to keep them in the same one. Let's see. If you reach level 200 with the Yeti or Pink Bean character, you'll be able to move to the Arcane River area through the event notifier on the left. Because that, I don't think that was available before, was it? Oh, maybe it was, because people were like racing for highest levels still, right? For some achievement stuff. Ninja, why do you use that skill, you dumbass? Oh yeah, just use all your AoEs while they're blocked damage. Smart AI. Good job. Yetis and Pink Bean will get EXP plus 1.5x? Really? We get 2.5 times EXP? Based. 30 weapon magic attack, damage against normal monsters plus 30%, and boss damage plus 30%. Yeti is classified as a pirate and uses strength as its primary stat. Yep. And he gets Spirit of El Nath. Yeah, the big, I don't know what it does, but it's like a big old floating thing, right? What is Yeti's Legion block? Legion is not available in the world. Yeti is a warrior. Pink Bean is a warrior that uses strength as the main stat. You know, because all good characters use strength as main stat, obviously. If you don't use strength as your main stat, you suck. Or as a secondary stat. DA saved. Okay. Let's see here. You can freely change your Pink Bean character's color. Make sure to try it out. What color is your Pink Bean? Your bean. I mean, if it was a pink bean, it would be pink. Talk to admin, change your color. Yeah. You can identify as any color Pink Bean you want. Following features and contents will be unavailable for Yeti and Pink Bean. Trading, other characters, storage, auction house, Meso market, picking up items dropped by other characters, Ursus, Elysium-related quests, marriage, profession, black, everything. Heroes of Maple, Guild, Ghost Park, Legion, Monster Life, Maple Tour, Bowling Desert, using note zones, items, using certain chairs and mounts, certain, I love that term. Claiming rewards from Fairy Bros Daily Gift, because that fucked it up the first time, I guess. Login time for the I haven't done anything event will be accumulated, but you're gonna get XP rewards and rewards based on accumulated time. Okay. The created characters in the world will be removed at the end of the event duration on May 3rd, right before the maintenance. Okay, so you will be... So again, as a general reminder, usually when you know, new patch is on the 3rd, what happens on like May 2nd at 23:59 UTC, like stuff just disappears, stuff becomes unavailable. But what they're doing now, maybe they're experimenting with this, maybe it's an error, I'm not sure. But it looks like what they're changing is they're making it so that the event will stay all the way, like right up until it goes down for event, which is interesting. Which means we don't have up until up until the actual patch, we don't have some downtime where nothing actually happens and where we can't, where we're just like waiting for the patch to start, basically. Which is that's a new thing. That's interesting. Wait to see how that affects things, if that's gonna mess some things up. But so, you know, if you want to do things last minute, that doesn't mean on the 2nd, but the fully last minute will actually be on the 3rd now. And then we have Step Up. That's just completely connected to it. So boom, 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 boom. Did it say Pink Bean? It's a Yeti Pink Bean Step Up, right? Super Yeti and Pink... Oh, Jesus. Super Yeti X Pink Bean Step Up. Boom, like that. Yes, sir. User. Which has a bunch of missions. We already went over the details because we had them in Korea, right? But you have like the little picture with the little missions, and then you click. Some of the missions will... this is like the main rewards, basically, for the whole event. And you will get certain rewards for your character on the Yeti and Pink Bean world. And you get certain rewards that you can pick up on a different character in the same account in one of the other regions. So that's the whole idea with this, is that at the end you'll be able to get the title, one title for Pink Bean, one for Yeti, and then if you get both of them on a character, then you'll be able to go into the UI and pick up the combination Yeti and Pink Bean title, which is the best in slot title that's available to you. Or you can spread the titles over multiple characters if you want to do that instead. Because the titles are pretty close. So a lot of people have been asking, is it worth doing all of the Yeti and Pink Bean stuff? If you are not a min-maxer, not in endgame, the extra damage from this title, even just the singular one, let alone from the double one, is not going to be noticeable for your damage output at all. It's just the fact that you have it and the mental thing of knowing that you have the best in slot one. If you don't have the time for this event, you don't really feel particularly like passionate about playing these classes as they are, then you don't have to feel like you're missing out on like the greatest thing since sliced bread just because, you know, you don't have that time. Feel free to just then completely skip it. It's kind of fun to play a different type of class, but it is a lot of pressure just to get a title that's just slightly better than what you can already get, you know, because we have the Guardian, the Rudibus like Guardian thing, right, for clearing Rudibus bosses 20 times each. That one is very close to a Pink Bean and a Yeti title. It's a little bit weaker, but it's very close. And so then the Pink Bean and Yeti is slightly better separately, and then the Pink Bean Yeti combination is then slightly better than that again, if you get all of it. But then you have to get both of them on the same character, so it means you're depriving one other character of a title that's slightly better than what you could get on there already as well. So, yeah. make your own decision there. Don't feel bad if you don't have the time and you have to like skip some of this. Don't feel horrible about that. It's not that huge of a deal. Okay. There's a bunch of missions, and then here they should say what they are. Complete step up mission 12 as Yeti will give you this title, Yeti and Creddy. So you can see here it's 10 all stat, 5 weapon magic attack, and 10% boss. And then Pink Bean, same stats. And then if you have both, you can combine, and then you lose one. Well, they're all in the same character, so. And then that one has 20 all stat, 10 weapon magic attack, and 10% boss. So it's 5 weapon magic attack and 10 all stat higher, which is more and is best in slot, but it's definitely not like the be all end all that's gonna make or break your account. And here are all the missions in a very legible format. That's a lot of information on one little screen here. All I did was scroll one time. Whoa, where are you moving? 16 pages. I love Chrome. It's just a bunch of free shit that you just get immediately once you log in. Cool. Travel with an account. This is say here. Mission requirement rewards. Oh, but then very nicely does not really say if those rewards are for your account or for the character. So you just have to kind of smell that based on this grid. Lovely. But if anything looks like a really amazing reward, that's just for the character itself and not for... not to trade, right? Like an arcane completion box. I think this is the... Oh no, wait, this doesn't have an arcane in it. Keck. Has a medal and a magnificent growth potion in it. I believe that's the best reward that you can possibly get, but you have to get the 220 for that. 215 is Yeti and Bean step up reward box 4. Inkwell coin. Untradable permanent Yeti Pink Bean EXP coupon. Yeah, so this is on... I believe this is on Yeti and Pink Bean itself. Arcane Umbra armor box at 210. Yeah, this is all for... Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through it to a separate source to just confirm all these things. But, Oh, and we have the KMS update as well. Oh, we're gonna be reading a lot today, chat. Yeti... Yeti... Pink Bean World... rewards... Here you can see all the rewards. This is a little bit better, I think. So the Maple ID rewards can be played by other characters in the same Maple ID. So selective slot expansion coupon, that's going to be for your account that you can pick up somewhere. 14-day prepared spirit pendant is something you'll be able to pick out. That's really nice. 10 extreme growth potions, so that's for reaching level 100. 10 karma black rebirth flames, that's at level 150. Unique chaos pink bean mark and selective growth potion voucher. That's a 200 and defeat chaos horntail. That's pretty doable. And then at 220 the max growth potion, so the spear growth potion, whatever it's called for us, and the medal. So these both ones, those are the ones that you can get for your account. Everything else that you see that looks like it's amazing stuff, that's only for your Yeti and Pink Bean character. So anything that says tradable within account on the step up rewards. Is it though? Sure, but I think this is still a better way to see it in one. Like it's more obvious like this, rather than to have to read the whole description of the item, in my opinion. But sure, that's another way to see which one is for your account and which one is just for the characters out. Then Yeti Pink Bean stands letter. Oh, that's the whole time as well, huh? Last time it only started really like near the end of the event. Can only be obtained after May 16th. Oh, well, there we go. Thanks for confirming that immediately. What's it called? Stan's letter. I'm just calling it Stan's letter. I'm not gonna type the whole thing every time. See, it's already too thick. Insert link. Boom. Prepared Spirit Pendant? Yep. For 2 weeks. That's really nice. So for people who don't know, Prepared Spirit Pendant basically means that you can wear it at any given time. And when you do, it'll immediately give you the 30% bonus that you would otherwise have to wait 2 hours for to charge. So you don't have to like AFK overnight, which, I mean, you might actually be doing because of the I didn't do anything stuff. But yeah, you don't have to AFK around it and plan around it in that way. God, AI is so fucking horrible, man. Yeah, look, now they're fucking block debuffed, and now we can't freeze them anymore. Good job, bro. And now this thing doesn't get anywhere close to killing. Oh, fucking AI. Fucking AI, dude. Oh, it's so bad. How do you mess everything up like that? And now you lose like the easiest W. Good job. Stan's letter is basically going to be some little extra quests near the end of the event where you'll be able to... oh no, this is you get the rewards after, but basically there's some... It's pretty minor, but you'll just be able to get some extra NX, like some Yeti NX and some Pink Bean NX for just completing some little quests from Stan during the event is basically it. And then there's a hidden mission. Ooh. With the Alkaline Candle Warmer Chair Yeti coupon and Pink Bean coupons. If you want one of these. And Tenki Legion? Nowhere near Tenki Legion. And then the Meso shop. Okay, that's going to be the last. But that's basically just a in-server shop where you be able to buy all the stuff to make, you know, to be able to play properly in that world. Okay, let me Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V. Yes, thank you, Update Driver, for NVIDIA. Appreciate you. Very cool. Okie dokie, so there's going to be a shop where you can buy about a bunch of stuff. You can buy cubes, flames, prove very cheap, e-pots, 200k, you know. No limits, you can just go all out. Don't spend all your money too quickly. You want to be able to... Some mistakes that you could easily make is like, oh dude, they're so cheap, I have so much money. then at a certain point, the money's going to start drying up. And then you get an item that's really important to upgrade, and then you run out of money for that. So don't go too crazy too quickly. For most of the things, you know, just get it to Epic, and then roll with the Mystical Cubes to get like 6%, and then move on from there. Get those easy gains early on, and then, you know, min-max on your WSE stuff later on. Safety Charms might be good to buy. There's just 10 of them in case something goes wrong. Pendant Slot Coupon is probably not necessary. Black Flames are probably not necessary either. You can just buy Eternal Flames for 1 mil each instead. Other events. I haven't done anything. You guys probably already started that, but it's just an AFK event, basically. Essentially, we talked about it in the preview as well. March 22nd until April 4th. Oh, it's only 2 weeks. Nani? Ooh, nani? You haven't done anything. But basically just get EXP for being AFK. It goes up to 12 hours. If you're offline, it keeps counting, but only at half the speed, so you can still get 24 hours worth. Every 24 hours. Pick it up on a character where you want to get EXP, and also based on how much you've collected, there is extra rewards there. You can also go to the Quiet Bush map, where you can AFK, and there you will get extra rewards. And there's 2 things you can do there. You can get a lazy grasshopper chair, or you can get transformed into an ant. Right. If you're a lazy grasshopper chair, you will get the EXP faster. It's only 100k, so that's very cheap. And if you turn into an ant, you will also get star candy. And each time you collect the star candy, you gain an additional 10 seconds on your mysterious EXP pouch. I see. Rewards based on the number of successful star candies collected. And the maximum amount of experience is stored in Mysterious EXP pouch. Then you will not benefit from collecting star candy until you receive your EXP. Note that for Pink Bean and Yeti characters, only the time is saved and you can't actually pick up the EXP there. So that's just an important thing. Apparently you can't do Easy Sickness anymore without having done a pre-quest. Yes, that's true. That happened when they unified the maps, essentially. That is a little bit... that can be a little bit annoying for some people, for sure. Because it was a really easily accessible extra crystal. Because Easy Sickness is probably the only boss that has easy in front of it, where if you're at that stage of the game, is actually easy. Which is cool. But the, yeah, you have to do the pre-quest now. And if you do the pre-quest, then you might as well do normal, because normal is not that much harder than easy, and has a, I think, a worthy extra value of the crystal on how much extra it costs. So, I would say that would be worth doing. And there are rewards. Cumulative 20 hours gives you 15 triple EXP coupons for 15 minutes. Whoo, that's pretty big. 40 hours, 2 trade boost potions. I don't know, level up your insight a little bit more, I guess. 60 hours, special medal of honor. 80 hours gives you a simple selector coupon. I can read. Wonder which one that is, because there are about 4 different ones. Probably the shitty one. And then 100 hours. I seriously haven't done anything at all ever in my life. Chair coupon. I may have added some of those words. And that gives you a permanent tradable within account chair. So it doesn't matter where you pick that one up, you'll always be able to trade it if you do care, if you are so inclined. And then Star Candy collection rewards cumulative 10 times will get you a busy working and mount coupon. Untradable permanent mount, which is pretty cute, I think. 400 times a golden pickaxe, which is an untradable permanent weapon cover, I believe. And then there's a hidden mission. Complete the hidden mission, and you will receive the following diamond pickaxe coupon, tradable within account, used to obtain a diamond pickaxe tradable and untradable permanent. Doesn't say what you have to do for it, but I believe it was even more than 400 star candies. Let's see if that is that the same as here. Yeah, star candy 4,000 times. So that's a lot of AFKing. A lot of AFKing with the pickaxe. So yeah. Then find Pink Bean 1, 2, 3. Ooh, April 1st through 3rd. Oh my god, is my hairstyle coming back? Please, please, please. Dun, 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 dun. Wait. What are you doing? Insert column to the right. Let's just insert a few more. We can always delete more if we have too many. What was it called? Find Pink Bean? Find Pink Bean 1, 2, 3. Okay. Find Pink Bean 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Whatever. I don't care about the punctuation here as much. Whatever. Comments for exclamation marks and vice versa. 1, 2, and 3. So that's here. Now we basically are going to April Fools, start the quests, complete each mission, form the mysterious bean, rewards monster thermal selector coupon, thermal top and thermal bottom. 7 months of giving ads to Barrett. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it, man. You can sit on a grasshopper chair and then claim the EXP another character. Yeah, it'll just determine how quickly the bar fills up. Okay, these are pretty cute. You can go for a whole outfit. Yeti thermal top and Yeti thermal bottom. One of the following sets. Oh, so you have to choose. Okay, this one looks pretty cute too. They've done their homework with the hair to try to find something that matches the whole set. And a slime thermal top and bottom. That's gonna be a hard choice. It's gonna be a tough choice to figure out which one and only one you want to get from these. Well, it says each mission, and it's 3 days. Do you think you'll have 3 days, and every day you have a mission, and then every day you get a coupon, so you can get all 3, maybe? It kind of sounds like you can only get 1, though. We'll have to see the details. Couldn't you see the details here? Oh, here we can see the symbol selector coupon. It's a 60 arcane and 12. Oh, there's a new one. Now there's 6 different types, I guess. 60 arcane symbol, 12 sacred symbol. Okay. That's going to be the coupon there. Oh, there's the unit damage skin. The primary color is 1. We're back in the 70s. April. It looks like 1 coupon. Double click to choose one of the following top and bottom. Obtained items are permanent and cannot be traded. The Ensu doesn't seem to be collecting the star candy. It's not passive, yeah. $4,000 times though is pretty crazy. Okay. And then grow the rock spirit. Oh, that's not starting for a little bit. Okay, April 5th to May 2nd. April 5th through May 2nd. Okay, there we go. That's a month-long event. Grow your rock spirit or the rock spirit? Nice. I hold my shifts a little bit too long, I see. Grow the rock spirit. So everyone is growing the same rock spirit. Wait, isn't the Spirit of Rock also a boss in the game? Defeat monsters near your level to grow the rock spirit. Receive 1 growth point for every 30 monsters you defeat near your level, up to 3,000. So for the people, who, for the mathematicians, seems like it's 100 a day. The amount of monsters defeated up to 3,000 limit will be reset every day at midnight. Obviously, as you go to the rock spirit, you can claim various rewards. After defeating 3,000 monsters near your level, the rock spirit energy will start dropping. No! Each rock spirit energy obtained provides 1 growth point. Oh, dropping. I mean, dropping as a drop. Not that his energy will go down, but you will start getting it as a drop. And so you can, like, brute force your way through with even more if you grind the whole time. Hold interact for a few seconds or click with your mouse. Okay. Rewards here. EXP coupon times 300. See if you experience dependent on your level. Use the Grow the Rock Spirit UI menu to receive experience depending on your level. Huh. And again. I mean, we're basically doing that for the chair, right? Who's going for this chair? Who likes it? Show of hands in the chat. It is looking... I like how it's raining here, so you're staying dry, but now he is fucking sweating because you're sitting on his head. So your ass is gonna get, like, rock spirit sweat on it. I don't know if that's better than rain. I would sit. I already had that chair on another account. Ooh. You could buy it in the last anniversary event. Wait, really? It's just a... Oh, it's just a repeat? I see. EXP coupon, EXP coupon, EXP coupon. And then Rock Spirit Roid if you want it, which is like the 3 guys piled on top of each other. Which, did this already exist? Or were they just different color ones from the Goo event? Is it like a recolor kind of from that one? Then more coupons, more coupons, more coupons. And the big damage skin. The first animated damage skin. Which is what the A stands for. Yeah, but it'll be a very minor amount of EXP, so I think it's probably going to be very similar to the amount of EXP you get from the coupons that you can buy in Maple Tour shop, something like that. Help with the Yeti quest, please. Who is the wise master that is seeking forgotten knowledge on a snowy island? Snowy Island has to be Alnath, right? There's only one dude, it's the guy with the beard. Probably. It's not Scardor, the other guy. Oh, Alcaster? Yeah, probably Alcaster, yeah. That's where we... Oh my god. Remember Alcaster, where we had to do the quest line if you were like a thief or a bowmaster so that you could get summoning rocks or magic rocks, or if you were a bishop? Or if you needed all cures to fight the big bad bosses in the game. Man, that was... that was a different time. Okay. And then 1200 EXP coupons. Yeah, these are not like 15-minute 2x EXP coupons or something like that. It's not that. It's just like something you get like just a chunk of EXP. Okay, this song is getting a little feisty. Chill out. And then we have a Spell Trace Fever Time. I'm not going to add that to the event calendar. This is something more. You just mark your calendars. Mark your own calendars for this, okay? Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dates for Spell Trace Fever Time for you non-reboot players. Dude, and then you play this banger right after I turn down my music? Slap at the bass. Sunny Sunday. Okay, which means these two go bye-bye. Delete columns. Oh, actually, I could just hide columns. Fuck it. And then Sunny Sundays. Edit link. Do. Boom. Apply. Bam. March 26th. Oh, and it should be bold, yeah, because that's the 5, 10, 15 and Magnificent Soul event, if I remember correctly. Well, yes, sir. Although Magnificent Soul event is pretty unnecessary because we just recently had one of those. We just had one of those. We had one of those recently. Not both. Then, April 2nd is a kill Sunday. Honestly, I think that's pretty good because double events are few and far and wide and distances in between. So, April 9th, extra EXP from portals. Now that is absolutely not cool. Definitely not worth highlighting that one. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Yep, there we go. April 16th is 50% off IAs. Okay, I like that. That's pretty cool. 30% off on April 23rd. That's also pretty cool. Okay, we went from the shittiest batch of 5, 10, 15 of Sunny Sundays to one of the best, probably. And the last one is 50% EXP from clearing Monster Park. Receive 50% off the spell trace and enhancement cost. Oh, is this... Oh, that's on April 30th. That's overlapping with this one here, right? Oh, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. overlap of Spell Trace Fever Time and Spell Trace Enhancement Cost. I think that's like... That's basically like DMT and Cube Sale at the same time. I will say though, receive 50% EXP from clearing Monster Park is actually a nerf because you're getting half your EXP only. So I think they mean receive 50% bonus EXP from clearing Monster Park. Because this statement by itself means that you're only that you're getting nerfed by 50%. But you know, that's so we'll hope that that's just a grammatical thing and not an actual nerf to your Monster Park EXP that day. But that's not worth highlighting, so that's just going to be April 30th, which is my mom's birthday. And when will she will be turning 70. So long, 69. Hello, old age. Oof, 70 is a big one. That's going to be mom's B-Day. So I might be missing that day altogether, which is not a big loss because just a little bit of Monster Park EXP. Pre-Big Bang third job IRL, yep. Okay, so these are all the events. So next week we'll have the April Fool's Find Pink Bean with the little NX outfits. Rock Spirit is starting in 2 weeks. I haven't done anything yet, only lasts for 2 weeks. So if you want to get those... Wait, you really have to harvest? Yep. The harvesting thing is something you have to do manually, and you have to get 4,000 for the diamond pickaxe. Are they expecting you to just be in there all day while like being on Discord or playing other games? 400? No. That's for the gold one. The diamond one is 4,000. It's a hidden amount in the patch notes, but we know from Korea it's 4,000. Yeah, so it's it's a commitment, I think. Quite a commitment. What the fuck? That's what I said. Wait, can I not? I can't do... Oh, I can't click that. Slap at the base, slap at the base. And all of the Yeti Pink Bean stuff is all just, well, live now and is going to end at the moment of the patch on the 3rd, so not by the end of the 2nd, apparently. So you have your shop where you can buy a whole bunch of stuff to get your progress quickly. Don't spend all your money too fast there. Just go for those easy, quick gains, epic, 6% or 9%. Move on. Only spend big, I would say, on your weapon. Look at the rewards that you're going to be getting. If you're getting like an arcane weapon, arcane armors, that's the stuff you want to spend on. Decide for yourself how far you're going to push the character. I would say definitely just jump in and see if you like the character and get some levels. If you really try to squeeze out 200 or 220, it's quite a bit of work. And it's definitely doable within the event period. It's a long event, right? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 weeks and a little bit, or well, around 6 weeks because patches, maintenance, all that stuff. Which is a long time, but it's quite a commitment as well. So decide for yourself whether you think it's worth it. Titles, I would say it's pretty min-maxy to go for. For most people, it'll just, if that is the one thing you're doing it for, it's probably not worth your time. But if you're at least a little bit min-maxy or afraid of like stuff, one thing, oh wait, hang on. One thing that we kind of skipped over because there was so much filler in these patch notes is that transposing. Yeah, so did want to touch on that a little bit before we wrap up here because we get to the end of the patch notes. But basically, they killed flame transposition. So essentially, we'd have to do some maths. I think Sweetwater is still worth it. Transposing as well is still worth it, just not as much as before. But again, the main reason I would think that transposing is good is because of the extra bonus stats you get and because of the availability of backups. Because obviously the items before, now, you know, if you could get access to your black beam marks faster, then the monocle could definitely fall off. But I would say tattoo is still worth it. And then the pendant could be worth it. It's kind of expensive, but pendant could be worth it, again, depending on what kind of content you want to do. It's not like you're going to find a whole bunch of Dominators and risking Dominators past 17 when you still need them as backup and as fodder for Superior and then as backup for Superior into Source. I don't know if you want to slow yourself down with that progress and dumping all of them into that instead of doing, you know, Commercy and having your backups as Sweetwater pendants. I think that's still worth it. I'm pretty sure if you did the maths on that, that's still worth it. Just not as much as before. But it also means that you can start transposing immediately. You know, you just get it to 16, you start transposing. You don't have to wait forever, spend a whole bunch of money first on the flame. So that just speeds up the process. And plus that extra money can then be spent on the star forcing afterwards. Which means that hopefully you get to a little bit more stars faster rather than having to, you know, wait for that flame. So everyone who has stuff that's already transposed is just legacy stuff. Never going to be able to get even transposed of those items quite that good again. I haven't checked this 100%, but I'm fairly certain, or they would have fucked up something tremendously, that if you were to blow up something that has a transposed flame on it, there should be no change to that whatsoever compared to before. Because, you know, the trace is just the trace. It's literally just on the process of transposing that the flame no longer carries over. The reasoning here that they stopped that from happening because you could potentially ruin the flame afterwards by reflaming is a complete non sequitur. Has nothing to do with that system. There was a phenomenon where the stats were lower compared to before. I mean, that's just not true. They're not lower than before. They're just as low as they always would be because the flame does not have flame advantage. I mean, it would be really interesting if in like 2 or 3 years they finally discovered that like some items do not get the same flames as other items. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens like in 2025 or something. Even this is like commonplace knowledge for everyone who plays the game for like starting like week 2. It'd be interesting. But yeah, so the bonus stats were changed so that they are not transferred during transposition. Again, not sure why. If their intent is to kill Commercy even more and give people who just hate Commercy even more of a reason to tell other people not to do it rather than just giving people the option to do it or not, depending on what they want to do and what they enjoy, then this is a really good way to do it. It almost feels like slowly just moving Commercy out of the favor. It's strange, though, that you would have a version of the game like GMS where you take all of the content from the other games to give us more stuff, and then slowly kill it off, and then remove it again later. I mean, then just don't give it in the first place. It's kind of... It'll always feel worse to give someone something, even if they don't actively use it, and then take it away, rather than just not giving it to them at all, because then you don't know what you're missing. So, it's a might be a strategy, might not be. We'll see, I guess, in a few years if that content is still around. The way that this is going, I could definitely see people dropping the content if the content also has issues, or if the devs also have issues with rolling out new content around Commercy, which I don't think they do. You very rarely hear about problems in the game that are somehow coincided, or glitch or bugs that are coincided with stuff that happens or interacts with them in Commercy. So I feel pretty confident that that's not the case. But if it is, for some reason, and nobody plays it, then it's probably going to be axed like in the next 6 to 12 months. Because why keep content around that nobody plays and that actively hinders your development, right? So what's the strategy next on HQ? Yeah, that's another point. Like that would imply that they actually have a strategy. So, you know, that's maybe thinking too far ahead there. But yeah, so wanted to touch on that quickly before we wrapped up here with this. So a lot more information, a lot of stuff that I kind of like skipped over a little bit because it's just a bunch of fixes. So if there's something that was really bothering you in the gameplay, something that you ended up running into that bugged you a lot, make sure you Control F on the patch notes for that. But it's probably like an extra 10 pages of just fixes that I just don't feel like rattling off. If there's something you care strongly about, you can find it. So links all updated in the event calendar with the dates. Sunny Sundays highlighted that I think are worth. Make sure you check those out. Mark your calendar for those Sundays to see if that is something that is important for you or not. And other than that, yeah, check me live on Twitch TV/Scardor if you have any questions or if you just want to hang out. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching YouTube. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube people.